What's up, dolls? Welcome back to the channel. Birds, please. So today we're doing another, I don't even know if I can call this a Halloween build. I want to, it sort of is, but sort of not, like, I don't know. But guys, okay, here's the deal. I really felt like building another suburban house, you know I love them. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know I love them. But because it's October and Halloween month, I kind of want to keep everything Halloween themed for this month. But I also really wanted to make a suburban build. So I came up with a compromise and a super amazing idea. Hold on to your hats and your wigs. I came up with the idea to make a spooky suburban home. And it sounds ridiculous, I know, but stay with me, okay? It turned out pretty cool. And it was actually a little bit of a challenge, guys, to make a suburban house look spooky. Like, how the heck do you do that? But yeah, it was a challenge. I mixed in some Victorian influences to kind of achieve the spooky feel, but it's still pretty modern. Like, the exterior looks kind of new, and I don't know. That's what I was going for. I wanted this house to blend in. I wanted it to look like any other suburban home, but with a spooky twist, if that makes sense. And I sort of, because I built this house for two Sims that I had in my mind, two specific Sims, and I thought I would tell you because it makes more sense if I tell you about the backstory of this house. So I actually built this house for two sisters, two witches, and they just want to blend in, guys. They don't want no one to know they're witches, you know? So they purchased this house, this pretty normal suburban home, because no one's gonna come here looking for witches, right? So yeah, as I said, like, the house looks pretty new. No one's gonna suspect anything. But once you get to the interior, it's very vintage, witchy, and creepy, and all sorts of spooky. Because I imagine these sisters have been around for a very long time. They're old, super old. Like, they might look young, but don't let that fool you, because they're probably as old as Vampire Vladdy Daddy. So they're pretty old. They have gathered a bunch of stuff throughout the years, and they moved in here to not, like, blow their cover. And I don't know, they're really old but look young. I know witches aren't immortal, but I feel like they have figured it out, you know? Maybe they're using the cow plant to harvest and drink other Sims essences to stay young, or maybe they cooked up some other spells, who knows? But, like, they're evil witches, and they don't want anyone to know. So yeah, that's kind of what was going on in my head as I was building this. So that's kind of like the backstory of the Sims I imagine living here. Two very old witches trying to not blow their cover. But even though I wanted this house to blend in, I also kind of wanted it to stand out. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Contradicting myself here, but no, I wanted it to stand out just a little bit. Like, I didn't want your typical, like, pink. That's not typical, but obviously I didn't want to make a pink or pastel or light house for my witches, my evil witches. That doesn't make sense. I still wanted this house to kind of stand out just a little bit. Like, it was supposed to still feel a little bit spooky. And yeah, you know, when you look at some houses and you just get that creepy feel inside of you, like, oh, I wouldn't want to live there, it's probably haunted, you know, that kind of feel. That's what I was going for. So I still wanted this to look a little bit creepy, so I went with a black wallpaper, of course. If you want to make something creepy, you just make it black. So that's kind of what I did. I went for a black wallpaper, as you can see, and stone. Mixed it with some stone wallpaper as well. And I am building this in the vampire world. I always forget the name of it. Oh, damn it. Forgotten Hollow. I'm pretty sure it's Forgotten Hollow. But yeah, you know what I mean. The vampire world that we got with the vampire pack. That's where I am at the moment. And I'm building this on a 30 by 30. So you can place this house in any other worlds on a 30 by 30 or a 30 by 40. Actually, 30 by 40 might be better if you want a backyard, because there's not much of a backyard. So if you want a backyard, just place this on a 30 by 40 and you're good to go. But yeah, I did decide to build this in Forgotten Hollow because obviously this is a creepy world. It fits right in here. And for the landscaping, as you can see, I was going with a lot of like dead plants because that makes it even spookier. They don't have time to do the gardening. Like, they are very busy with casting evil spells on people and cursing them and whatnot. So yeah, they don't really do much with the gardening. So I added a bunch of dead plants because yeah, that just adds to the creepy feel of it. But there is a herb garden. Like, they do still need some kind of plants to do their spells and stuff. So there is a herb garden. I believe I show you at the end of the video. I'm not quite sure, but there is some herb garden outside as well. So yeah, whatever. We are done with the exterior, guys. Pretty much, I will go back out and add some lanterns, I think I add, and some pumpkins. And for the interior here, you can see I am going for antique, vintage stuff because that looks spooky. If I had made this modern, like, it wouldn't look spooky at all. So I decided to go with vintage or antique stuff because that's always creepy, in my opinion anyway. And I feel like they've owned this stuff for a very long time. So they just took all their stuff and moved into a less suspicious home. I don't know. We've been over this. I don't know. But I do go with a lot of this like old school look because that's what I think of when I think of witches. Okay, so that's what I do. And this house is like the bottom floor, this first floor here, it's kind of big, and upstairs you have 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. So if you need more bedrooms, this first floor you can probably fit in more bedrooms down here if you work with the floor plan a little bit. But since I was building this for 2 sisters, I just needed 2 bedrooms. So yeah, this house only has 2 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and this first floor, as I said, it's kind of big in my opinion. It's kind of big. So you enter to this living room here that I've been working on, and this room, this is kind of exciting. Like, this was my favorite room to decorate in this whole house because this is the spellcasting room. It's not even a thing, I don't think so, but this is where they just work on their spellcast. I don't know what this is. I don't know how to describe this room. This is the creepy library sort of cook up spells kind of room. You know what I mean. So in here we got a bunch of plants and that spell book and an altar kind of thing, and I'm gonna put a bunch of candles underneath it, and it's gonna look spooky. It's gonna look like some kind of satanic cult room. I don't know, it's so spooky, creepy, and I love it. It's my favorite room in this entire build. So that's what this room is. And I feel like I should talk about it because obviously I haven't tweeted about this. I haven't tweeted this week at all because I haven't been feeling too hot, but I feel like I also need to talk about the new stuff that we're getting. So they have announced terrain tools, guys. I was so freaking excited about the terrain tools, and I am kind of not as excited anymore. Okay, so obviously I've always wanted terrain tools. That's like the one thing I really wanted, and I'm so excited that we are getting it. But I watched James' video about it, and apparently we're not going to be able to do real split leveling because you can't build rooms inside of cliffs. And that's kind of a bummer. I really want that. Maybe they will add that later, but that's kind of a bummer. Now we're still not gonna have real split leveling, so I don't know. That was kind of disappointing to me. But I'm still happy though. Don't get me wrong. This is no hate. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed in that. And also, we are gonna be able to build rooms on different heights of foundation. And that's also something I really wanted. I was really excited about it until I found out that if rooms are on a different foundation height, you're not going to be able to connect them. So again, we're not going to be able to do real split leveling. It's going to be really amazing for building garages that are not connected to the house. But if you want to connect it to the house, then it's going to be on the same, you're going to have to make it on the same foundation height anyway. So I don't know. I'm a little bit disappointed in that, but I'm very excited to get terrain tools. So I can't wait to start working on houses with terrain tools. It's gonna be amazing. But again, we are still gonna be a little bit limited. So I don't know how to feel about it, guys. I don't know how to feel about it. We'll see. We'll see once I get to play around with it. But we are getting freaking terrain tools, and that's kind of amazing. They apparently said, I haven't watched the live streams because, as I said, I wasn't feeling too hot. I've been doing other stuff. I've been watching Netflix, really. I've been watching spooky stuff on Netflix because it's Halloween. And I always watch spooky stuff, even if it's not Halloween. But yeah, anyway, haven't watched the live streams. But yeah, I don't know how to feel about it. So we'll see. I don't want to sound like a downer, but I was really excited, and I was very let down when I realized we're not going to be able to do real split leveling, but we'll see, guys, we'll see. And if things are just going to be a lot easier with the actual terrain tools, I'm not going to have to use a bunch of rocks anymore, hopefully. So we'll see. I'm kind of hyped to play around with it a little bit and see how I feel about it. I need to play with it before I can make up my mind how I feel about it. And apparently they did say they might add actual split leveling and stuff later on, so we're gonna have to cross our fingers for that. So freaking terrain tools, guys. Never thought it was coming, but it is. So we'll see. And then they also announced Get Famous. I was gonna say Get Together. No, Get Famous. And I feel like I should talk about my feelings about that in another video because we're kind of running out of time here, but maybe I should talk about it. So Get Famous is a expansion pack that we're getting if you haven't been keeping up. So we're getting a new expansion pack, and I was expecting an expansion pack. I was really sure it was going to be an expansion pack and not a stuff pack or anything, but I did not think for a second it was going to be something to do with celebrities or getting famous at all or anything like that. So that was kind of a surprise, and I'm really excited that so many other people are excited for it. Like, I'm so happy for everyone that really wanted this pack, because apparently a lot of people wanted it. I've seen so much positive feedback on it, and that makes me really happy that so many people are happy, if that makes sense. For me personally though, I am not like a big fan. I'm gonna sound like a downer again. I don't want to do that. But yeah, for me personally, I'm not a big fan of like the famous celebrity aspect of the game. I don't really need that. So for me personally, it's not like a big hyped up thing, but I'm really excited to see so many people that are happy about it. I was hoping for university or something like that, but I am not saying it's going to be crap. I think it's going to be amazing still. And even though I don't enjoy the celebrity kind of aspect of it, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of amazing builds and buy mode items that I'm going to be able to use in my builds, and I'm kind of excited to just get more content, so I'm really happy about that. And the pack so far, like, things look amazing. But we'll see. But the whole like gameplay aspect of it, maybe not my cup of tea. But I'm very happy that so many people are excited for it. So let me know what you think in the comments. Are you excited for the terrain tools and the new pack? Let me know. I want to hear your thoughts. But yeah, while I was rambling about this, we're done with the build, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed this pretty normal suburban build with a spooky twist for my evil witch sisters. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would be so happy if you did. I love you guys so very much. This build is up in the gallery, by the way. Search for my username, CyberdollYT. Love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.
It's a rainy night coming late out of the dojo. No lights, dark out on the parking lot. Looking for my car, thought I left it here before. Get a feeling that something ain't right. Moving shadows, hear the sound of 2 feet. See my car, where my keys, kinda getting spooky. Oh God, now it's coming from behind. My cell is gone dead as I slowly turn around and suddenly monsters all around me. All I see, 100 ninja zombies. Suddenly monsters all around me. They don't know I'm swinging like Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee, Bruce Lee. My heart's beating fast now. Suddenly my brain's letting go and I laugh out loud as my elbows crash into an eyebrow. Thinking what the hell, I'm gonna make it somehow. Run into a closed liquor store, break the window, grab a bottle of gin, take a swig, oh no.